Hi everyone, this is Sue at Susie's Whimsical Designs. I wanted to jump on and do my Terrific Tip Tuesday. I come on every Tuesday and I try to give you a tip or trick that has to do with woodworking, door hangers, home decor, anything like that. I mainly work with door hangers, painting them. I got a couple of them behind me. So you can see it. Uh, One over there. I work on those and sell them. And then I also do any kind of rustic home decor. So I am jumping on today and showing you a quick tip that I learned a very long time ago from my father. And unfortunately, my father passed in 2009, and I try to carry on a lot of the things that he used to love to do. And he used to be a wonderful worker, building furniture, and a lot of my furniture I still have today is from my father. I always remembered a fond memory of him where he had this little cheese container, a little brown, like, um, it was just a brown little container, almost something like this. And it held cheese in it, some kind of spreadable cheese. And he cleaned that out and he used that to make his homemade wood putty. And I always remembered that about him. It was a wonderful memory that I had of him because I would go down to his shop and watch him work. He always would put a piece of wood and my hammer, my little hammer that fit my hands, and some nails. And while he was working, I was over there just pounding nails and wood. And I used to love to just be down there with him and watching him. So he always had that little jar, and I thought about it the other day because I needed some wood putty, and I thought that would be a great tip to come on and show you how my father taught me how to make my own wood putty. This and the business that I run with the door hangers, there's a lot of ladies that are in my group that do the same thing, and they're kind of learning as I'm learning, and we're all kind of trying to help each other out. So I thought this would be really good to come on and show you. So what you would need is just some sawdust from any of your cuttings that you have. I try to get the larger pieces out. And then what else you'll need is some wood glue. I like the Gorilla brand. Some wood glue. The first batch I made, I actually only had some craft glue, so I used craft glue my first batch. And then what you do is you take a little. I always mix it in a container first, like a little smaller container first, and then I put it to my airtight container. But you definitely need an airtight container because it is glue and it will dry. So what I do is I just take some of my sawdust and I put it into a container, and then I mix my Gorilla Glue with it a little bit at a time using a popsicle stick, and I stir that in and I get it really incorporated really well. You don't want it too wet and you don't want it too dry. What I like to get mine to, and of course everybody is different in how they would probably do it, and I'm sure there's master woodworkers on here that could show you even better ways of doing it. But this is my way and my version, and it works just fine for me. But I always mix mine together so it forms a ball. I'm going to pull some out here. Actually, this last batch I made is a little bit on the drier side, but it will make, it will form a ball. And it gets messy. It gets messy because it's sticky, and it'll form a ball. And then what I use that for, well, once after I get it mixed together, and then I got it to the consistency that I really want, then what I do is I then add it to my airtight container, and then I will wipe off the rim with a wipey and making sure that there's no glue or wood pieces that are on there, and then I put my lid back on. Back on here. Put my lid back on, and I'm telling you, these jars. If you can find these kind of jars that have that lock on there, these are wonderful. This is completely airtight, and this jar right here will last me a very long time. Um, So once I get it made, the reason you use wood putty is if you have, if you're working with wood and you use, and you have holes in it, or um, if you have like really serious indents in there, you can use it for that too. But what I was been using it for is I buy these little wood pieces sometimes from the dollar store. Sorry, my hands are extremely sticky from that. Just trying to get them cleaned off here. Um, and then the little Dollar Tree pumpkins. Some people might want to just stick a string through that and string them up, and some people might want to take these, decorate them, paint them, do whatever you're going to do to them, and then put them on a shelf or attach them to a wreath, or you can even, for a centerpiece on your kitchen table, you can just sit them in there, you sit them around, and you don't want that hole on there. So once you get that putty mixed up, you put that in that hole. You can see it right there. You get it all filled in with that wood putty, and you let this sit. I just did this one, so I'm gonna let this sit until at least tomorrow and get it real strong and hard, so it's not gonna come back out. And then once that's done, then I will take a piece of sandpaper and I will lightly go over that and get rid of all the excess. And then what will be left are the fibers in that hole, and it'll be just one piece of wood again. And then you can paint it and do whatever it is you're going to do to it, and then use it without having to worry about that hole being in there anymore. So that is my tip for this Tuesday. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it's something that you can use and is useful to you. Hopefully you try it. I hope you try it. And if you could like and subscribe to my channel, I'd greatly appreciate it. It really helps me out here with YouTube. And if you can share the page if you can, and also hit that notification bell so you can get notified every time I upload a new video. I will be coming on here every Tuesday to do another different trick, and then I try to come in on Fridays and do a painting tutorial. And I will hopefully be letting you know. I have a Facebook page as well, so I'll hopefully on the Facebook page I'll have what I'll be doing on Friday. So if you, again, if you have any questions, leave a comment below. I'll be glad to jump on, answer any of your questions, answer back to you on your comments. And I'm really glad you jumped on and watched, and hopefully this was very useful for you. You all have a wonderful day, and I will see you here either on Friday or next Tuesday for a new tip. Bye-bye, guys.